Welcome back to the Barrel Talk Podcast. This is episode 122 actually. Join full crew today. Snowball, Connor Carson's, Isaac Stolmeyer, Nick Wynn on the call. How we doing?
That's CPR certified Isaac Stolmeyer to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. That's no money, Connor, because I'm out of money.
The bets are falling.
I'm losing it all today.
So. Thought you were going to the Nino. You just said you were going to the Nino.
Got to recoup those losses.
No.
Me and Will just looked at each other. We might.
No. We have to grind 2K.
Well, we were going to go to Dubuque, but that might get shut down because of the snow.
I don't want to drive in a snowstorm.
That might get shut down, which I have good because then I'll save more money.
Yeah.
Kind of glad we kind of got pushed back. It's like anytime we get pushed back from like Tuesday to doing it later in the week, something always happens. I feel like every day I've woken up and some coach got
something
fired.
Something happens on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Somebody got fired, and what's kind of. We can go into the coaches and then we'll wrap around at the end and do playoff predictions and everything else because wildcard weekend starts this weekend.
I'll say short little episode. Not much to talk about other than playoffs.
Not much to talk about.
But
coaches.
The world isn't falling apart right now.
It's hard to talk about the draft because the draft's in fucking 3 months.
Yeah,
that's fair.
And it's really after the season when we'll see most of that stuff come into play. But what's been the most shocking thing? Because
throughout the whole season,
throughout kind of like just this past week, because I thought Mike Vrabel was just always going to be with the Titans. Yeah. I thought Pete Carroll just said 2 weeks ago that he was going to be back next year with the Seahawks.
Well, he still might be back.
I think that's going to be a different. I think he might become their GM.
Think so? They say he's going to stay in the organization.
I don't think they're firing him.
I think he's going to move up. You can't fire Pete Carroll. What the hell?
He's no
point to.
They would lose that locker room.
Yeah,
literally.
He's pretty old. 72,
he is old.
I think he is.
That is crazy.
So
that is crazy.
He's going to... Being a head coach is hard. I mean, that's why Saban, which also I know is NFL, but Saban retiring, that was probably the craziest. I wasn't expecting that.
How old is Saban?
72.
He just 72.
Yeah, they're both 72.
Old ass.
He does not look 72.
No, Saban. He looks good.
Pete Carroll does look old.
Yeah, Pete Carroll looks 72. But
how
old's Bill Belichick?
He's 71.
Oh, damn.
He was the coach just in the NFL for like, what, 28, 29 or something?
Belichick? Yeah, something like that. Because he was with the Browns to start.
And then he was with the Giants, won 2 rings there. Lawrence Taylor. And then was the Jets coach very briefly.
Yep.
Then he said, nah, get me out of there. They traded him for a first-round pick. And my entire life, I've only ever known Bill Belichick. And now it's going to be Gerard Mayo, Mike Vrabel.
I saw that. I saw that Gerard Mayo is like the favorite right now.
I thought the Tom Brady departure was weird, but this is just a whole nother level. Like, I'm excited for the future, though, for sure.
I think...
I enjoy the rebuilding process. It's fun for a little bit.
I went through with the Sixers. It was cool, the whole actual process, that was... I mean, it was a bit more... tumultuous, I guess you would say, with the whole Sixers thing. They were just bringing in guys to see if they'd stick, throwing whatever they could at the wall. But Belichick was always too conservative, and it worked when you had Tom Brady and you had Welker and Edelman and all these guys. But now, I want someone who's a bit more radical, who's willing to actually trade up in the draft, because the Patriots need Caleb Williams. I know we're not talking draft, but like he's the only guy I think that'll fix it.
No.
I don't think you'll get Caleb.
I think you guys need somewhat. Mike Vrabel just makes sense because he does. Fucking is a Patriot, but I feel like you guys need somebody more.
Part of the reason he got fired.
More like offensive minded or something like that. I don't know. There's all the coaching jobs. There's 8 currently right now. Who knows? There could be more after the playoffs, but. Current teams that need a head coach: the Falcons, Titans, Raiders, Chargers, Panthers, Commanders, Seahawks, and Patriots.
I mean, the Patriots job isn't desirable. I think the only one that's actually desirable would probably be the Chargers.
That's probably
maybe the Falcons.
100%.
Maybe the Falcons.
Because you have Bijan, you have Drake London, you got Kyle Pitts.
I think it depends on the coach.
I was going to say, if you take in the Falcons, I think your biggest thing is, do I have to rock Desmond Ridder?
No.
Yes, you do.
Because who's making the decisions in a sense, right?
They have the 8th or 9th pick or something.
Yeah, and I've seen draft boards a lot with taking Bo Nix to the Falcons. I think they're going to
get someone else.
Don't know, but
someone else that was on my team.
They have the 8th pick right now. Justin Fields is in the realm of possibility for them though. I've seen what's the best fit for Belichick because he's already came out and said that he wants to still coach in the NFL. Yeah. Everybody's gonna go right to the Chargers.
Yeah.
But am I crazy to say I like the Raiders? They have veteran pieces that are kind of win now. You have.
I don't know if he wants to do that to his carear.
Well, no, Jimmy Garoppolo's there, right? That was.
Oh Jesus!
Not Jimmy G. But
No.
like if they were to
That's
go
his
get
star.
a quarterback though, like if they were to go get somebody maybe not in the draft or like trade for somebody, like you have Devontae Adams, you have a decent defense. Like I don't know if they would like Antonio Pierce is like the favorite right now for that job.
He should be there.
The fans were chanting his name.
Yeah, he
They're
should
gonna,
be. He
if
should
they
obviously
don't
be their head coach.
fucking hire him back, that fan base is gonna.
But the
riot.
Giants are also looking at him for like their
DC
OC or DC because he played there. He won a Super Bowl with them.
He did.
See,
So they want him for DC.
they were chanting his name, but this was before the greatest NFL coach to ever play or ever coach
Yeah.
became available.
Mhm.
So like
That's
Antonio Pierce, great for the
Personally-
culture, but like if Bill Belichick's on the table and just in the realm, like if he were to want to go to the Raiders, because they do have some nice pieces, like sorry Antonio Pierce, like this is a culture setting guy that can change our whole franchise.
I mean, like Bill
Yeah.
Belichick just doesn't scream like Raiders coach to me. Like he
Well,
screams
yeah, he's been with the
Patriots coach to me.
Patriots
And then they're
forever.
talking about like John Harbaugh. Like John Harbaugh doesn't scream Raiders. Like Antonio Pierce is literally a Raider. Like he is literally he grew up there in Compton and everything. Like he can be your coach.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick screams a Chargers coach or like a team that's like there. Like he doesn't want to drop down. I mean, I don't know how much better the Raiders actually are than the Patriots.
That Raiders
Like,
defense this year,
Not
like
that much.
No,
Like,
they're
Belichick
better.
would be walking into the same situation he had with the Pats because that Raiders
That's what I
defense
mean.
is
all right.
was. Yeah, they start at the end of the year. They played really well, like at least in the past. And then you have Max Crosby, and then you go to the offensive side where you have weapons, but you don't have a quarterback.
Don't have a quarterback.
Patriots don't
Josh
have any
Jacobs
weapons,
didn't have
though.
weapons
Josh Jacobs
or anything.
isn't
but
a guarantee to be back. Like
Yeah.
Devontae Adams is. The Jets just freed up number 17 for some reason.
Ooh, wonder
So,
why.
I don't
Garrett,
really
Garrett
know.
Wilson really changed numbers.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he changed it to his college number,
5.
so it's
What
not.
was he in college?
I think it's 5.
Okay.
So that one isn't as like questionable to me as Emmanuel Forbes giving up 13. So just saying,
13.
yeah, Commanders.
Someone
they're all in.
quoted it. I saw the tweet because the guy was like, there's a video of a guy ripping off his shirt.
Yeah.
He's like, me giving Emmanuel Forbes number to Caleb Williams.
He's like, I'm
and
not-
Emmanuel Forbes quoted it and said, I ain't giving up shit.
Yeah,
Or
then he
something.
deleted the tweet because the ownership's like, yeah, you're giving up 13, bro.
And then the guy quoted it with his stats this season. He said, "Little bro, you're going to get cut or traded."
no way.
It's so funny.
But I was kind of thinking more in the realm of like what teams like are looking maybe 1-2 moves away to win now.
It's got to be the Chargers.
Chargers.
It's looking.
It's the Chargers.
I looked at the list and it was really Chargers Raiders of teams that he would go to. Chargers just makes sense because you have Herbert, you have a quarterback in place, you have receivers.
Mike Williams will be back.
Like,
Keenan Allen's
They have
fine.
a good draft pick.
Hopefully
What,
they'll
9?
Yeah, I was saying
8.
maybe
They
they'll
pick
draft like a
5.
tight end.
5.
They pick 5.
The Chargers.
get
Yes.
5.
Holy shit, that's Brock Bowers.
Yeah,
That's what
That's
that's what I've
there.
seen
There's
there.
Brock Bowers.
People want Brock Bowers.
Belichick
They-
loves his tight ends.
They
man.
need a tight end.
Oh.
Gerald Everett
They do.
ain't doing
Hey-oh.
it. Gerald Everett ain't doing it.
No.
He's
Go
go get
bro,
Brock
he's
Bowers.
so
He was a
old.
good streaming option in
He's gonna
fantasy,
back
though.
up.
Can't lie.
He's gonna back up. I don't care.
Yeah.
But Brock Bowers should be their number 1 pick. Right
or do
there.
you take a chance, or do you give Quentin Johnson one more year? Because
You have to keep him.
you do have neighbors.
Wasn't he just a rookie?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
you
is
could
only
draft
a rookie.
look to draft
No.
another receiver.
They're not gonna draft.
No,
him.
They already
there's-
have
I-
Keenan
you got-
Allen.
you have
You
to
don't
draft
take
for
Malik
need.
They have
Neighbors.
Mike
There's no way you
Williams.
take Malik
They're either
Neighbors
gonna
right
go
there.
O line so Justin Herbert doesn't keep getting beat up, or they're gonna go tight end.
Olu Fashanu.
Yeah.
I think Brock Bowers
He'll
is
be a
just
dog.
too good to pass up.
Yeah.
Because all the other teams on right here just don't really need scream at the tight
Like, when
end.
you
I mean,
see
the
tight
Chargers
end-
need a corner, but there's no good. There's not a
You don't-
top corner.
no.
I don't think Kool-Aid would be like
Is
worth
he
that
declared?
5th pick. Oh, that's
No,
true.
he
I don't know if he
hasn't.
hasn't declared
He
yet.
hasn't.
Why wouldn't he? Saban's gone. Like, what are you
He
coming back
might,
for?
but even
Lane
in
Kiffin?
draft boards, he's. Not, I don't even think he's top 10 right
Really?
now in a lot of
He's-
draft boards.
He's the best corner in my eyes, at least. He's
But
the best
he might
corner
not
in
be.
this
He
draft.
might just not be on because he hasn't said anything.
That's true.
Because he don't
That's
know.
true.
if he'll
Yeah.
get
I
it.
mean,
So-
Marvin Harrison just now declared
Yeah.
today. So
I mean,
But
the
in
Chargers could. They're the only team really in the top 10 that could just afford to just trade back. They
Oh,
could
then
trade
they
back.
could.
If
I
you
don't even
don't,
think
if
you shouldn't.
I don't think you should. If you
No.
you just take the best player available that you need in Brock Bowers. But if the world were to come where they wanted to trade back, I mean, they need finishing touches around. They have their core pieces,
They do.
but I don't know. Cornerback is a definite need for them, but that's something they could go get.
They could get in the later rounds
Yeah.
for that. They have all their picks. They're set. Like if they can definitely find a corner in the second round. or
Oh
third
God,
Belichick's very good at like,
Yes.
cornerbacks are a position that he's pretty good at drafting. I mean, again, he hasn't even been
That
hired.
even if
Hasn't
that's even
interviewed
if he
him,
gets
but
the drafting rights, if he goes there.
that's
if
true.
If he does with the Chargers, you for sure they get in the tight end.
Yeah.
You know they're
Yeah.
gonna get
You
Brock
need it.
Bowers.
You
Well,
need
it's
Brock
an
Bowers.
actual position of need for them.
Yeah,
it's
that's
pretty
what I mean.
rare that you have a talent.
There's only
like
a few
Bowers.
teams that need a tight end. It's like the Jets, the Broncos and like the Chargers.
The
Like,
Jets were also in the mix for Brock Bowers when
that would be.
But
if he
then,
fell to the Jets, that'd be awesome.
yeah, but the Chargers lost 5 straight games to end the year.
Sounds about
And
right.
the Commanders
so
lost 8
bad.
straight to end the year.
Commanders could use a tight end too.
Yeah, I mean,
No, Logan
They
Thomas,
need a-
my king.
they need a
My
QB.
king.
I like Sam Howell and all, but I don't think he's going to
Well,
cut it.
So what? Rivera's out, right?
Yep.
So
Rivera is
I have
out.
no
Riverboat
idea who
Ron.
they're gonna get now as a coach, but
It's Drake May.
I
was
don't get
always
the
Drake
Drake May
May.
hype.
Commanders,
Not gonna lie.
whoever the next Commanders coach is just going to be a weird thing to see.
Is it
It's
Bill
gonna be
Belichick?
wrong because
No.
it's just gonna feel wrong.
Bill Belichick isn't going to go from one rebuilding system to another.
Oh, it'll feel completely wrong.
Yeah, whoever Belichick gets hired by, it's going to look weird. Maybe.
So weird.
I also think you could see a world where, like, he just waits and then, like, say the Eagles just lose on Monday. Then you have, like, wow, Bill Belichick
Do you
could
think
just go
Sirianni's
coach it.
out if the Eagle?
Oh, for
If
sure.
they lose to the Bucks on Monday, I think he's out.
yeah,
That's crazy.
and if
That whole coaching staff might be getting redone after
See,
this year.
if they
the
win-
whole coaching. Okay, the coordinators I could see being out because they're first years and they've struggled. But I mean, I don't know what responsibilities or how much power Sirianni has when it comes to play calls and things like that. But I mean, that's back to back. I mean, I don't. How many years has he been with them now? Is this 3?
3 or 4.
This has got to be like 3.
I think so.
Because he started right at the end of their rebuild, right when they started to kind of come up. I feel like, and I mean, maybe it is Sirianni as part of the problem, but when you wipe your whole coaching staff, other than Sirianni last
Yeah, he's in his
year,
3rd season.
and I don't know who brought in the coordinators. If Sirianni brought in the coordinators, yes,
I
fire
have
him
to
as
imagine
well.
he did, right? Being the head coach.
Had to
I
have
don't
some
know.
say in it.
He probably had some, but I don't know how much. I don't know what the like the rankings or whatever there is, because like I know Belichick when it came to drafting with the Patriots had all the say and
That's-
stuff
yeah.
like that. So
When you win Super Bowls, you get the benefit of the doubt. Like
Yeah.
we've talked on the podcast about like how him being a GM the past couple years hasn't worked. Look at all the times before them, like
Yeah.
drafting Julian Edelman in the 7th round. Like that culture and everything, he's drafted studs.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just been
Just
this
not in the
era.
first round.
It's just been this era post Tom Brady that he's really struggled.
it's never. I don't.
Nikhil
I think there was a
Harry,
stat
Aaron Dobson.
that the Patriots haven't re-signed a first rounder since like 2013
Jesus.
or something
But they'll
like
hit
that.
on a
Yeah.
5th rounder though.
Uh-huh.
They'll
Yeah.
get a star out of that 5th rounder.
Uh-huh.
Mike Onwenu.
But kind of like I said earlier, like if you're the Eagles, yeah, like Nick Sirianni has been your guy post rebuild, but like you got Bill Belichick on the table.
Yeah, this is the,
like
the
Yeah,
actual
I mean,
goat we're
There's
talking
Vrabel
about.
there. Like,
Like-
there's so many.
you have so many, probably just flat out just better coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after how this year went, where most of the blame can be pointed towards coaching and like the
Yeah.
OC and the DC, like Belichick or Vrabel would just turn that whole thing. You give Belichick like Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, like with those talented people on defense, like they beat the Cowboys might never win the division again
Yeah.
as long as Bill Belichick's there.
No,
That would
Belichick
be
doesn't
good.
like his mobile quarterbacks. He's not gonna let Jalen be Jalen, bro.
Nah, he
He'll go sign Gardner Minshew and be like, "Get back in there."
They got Mariota.
He
That's
do
true.
special. Bill
likes
Belichick would do
winners.
special
I
things
know.
with
And
Justin Herbert.
Jalen
Oh,
Hurts is an
God.
Alabama guy.
That would be gross.
And that's
Yes,
who
he is.
Belichick likes. So
He does.
I think he'd roll with Jalen Hurts, especially
Roll
because
Tide.
he knows talent. And I don't know, Nick, how would you feel about Belichick being introduced to the NFC East?
That would be scary. It'd be very, very scary.
Yeah, I mean the chess match between Mike McCarthy and Bill Belichick.
So don't say that. don't say that. Mike McCarthy. You know what? There's a world where we lose to the Packers and Mike McCarthy's no longer our coach.
And
Yeah.
then
We get Bill Belichick.
Bill
Belichick to the
Belichick.
Cowboys?
Dun,
Excuse
dun,
me?
dun.
I don't hate that though. That would actually be a pretty decent fit. Him and Dak Prescott, two like tacticians.
Imagine like firing Mike McCarthy and just going all in on Bill Belichick, and then you just don't get him.
Jerry Jones would.
Then
He
you,
would.
You
Like,
go see
he
back
actually
out
would.
and fucking Vrabel or some shit. But I
Vrabel would be a
mean,
good coach too.
all these jobs aren't horrible except for the Panthers. Like the Panthers,
Yeah.
just the only like you don't have your first rounder.
That's
you have a rookie.
Us. This is where we come in. We go and rebuild the Panthers. Head coach, OC,
us as a
DC, special team.
special teams.
This is where we do this.
I'll just be the
We're
trainer.
running Engage 8 every play. I hope you know that.
The only person I want to see,
Great.
I think I said it in the NFL group chat, is fucking Dan Johnson, the OC for the Lions. Like, I feel like with a quarterback like Bryce Young, you kind of just need...
Or is it Ben Johnson?
Ben Johnson.
Yeah, Ben Johnson, yeah.
Somebody that has more of an offensive mindset in terms of, like, scheming, because they don't have the talent on that roster, so it's going to be really just schemed based. And he's the only coach that could be available to where, like, he would want to go to a rebuilding system and, like, build his own shit up. All the other coaches that are available are looking for win-now opportunities where they're leaving rebuilding situations. So most of the Panthers, they're going to get an underrated, low-key guy to, like, see what he's about.
I would actually like Antonio Pierce at the Panthers.
That would be cool.
Because I don't think he has a problem with rebuilding at all.
No.
I don't think he disliked the Raiders situation. I think the Panthers, like, without all of the, like, extra stuff that the Raiders had going on coming into that scenario, other than being bad, you kind of get the say of whatever happens. Like, you're not like the Raiders when Antonio Pierce came in were under so much heat, and he had to, like, set things straight and, like, actually be like, we're not a piece of shit team. Like, yes, there's all this stuff going on, but this is what's going to happen. He doesn't have to do that when he walks into the Panthers. Yes, they're rebuilding, but at least you don't have to worry about trying to make your team not look like shitbags. And
they need a GM too, right?
Yes.
They do.
And so, and I
there's
think
5 GM openings. I think Patriots,
wild.
Panthers. I don't know the other one. Don't ask. I think maybe the Falcons. Falcons is one of them too.
I only saw the Arthur Smith firing from them, but maybe I missed the GM.
I know the Titans. I think need a new GM too,
Titans,
right?
Yeah.
That's interesting for them. They're going into a whole new era with, like, Will Levis and everything. So.
Yeah, total rebuild. I'm surprised D-Hop.
Doesn't want out?
Yeah, he hasn't said anything yet.
I mean, as soon as Will Levis took over, fuck, D-Hop was
He started
hooping.
hooping.
And then Ryan Tannehill came in, made sure he got his money and everything else. So, why would...
I think D-Hop likes Levis's arm strength, and I don't think he has a problem with it. I think he's going to have the biggest problem with they're not going to be good.
Good for him being a pro.
He won't win.
It's also crazy to think, but, like, D-Hop is somebody who, like, has stretches, like, where he's still good enough to be your one. So, like, why would he go somewhere? And it's always, like, he could have went somewhere, like, we've talked about it before. He could have went to, like, the Chiefs or, like, the stacked team already. Like, maybe he still just wants his touches and makes his money.
He'd get his touches on the Chiefs, though.
Oh, yeah, but I'm talking, like,
what
a team that didn't need
this
him.
year from the Titans?
I don't know. He got a decent bag, though.
You can kind of, like, compare it to, like, Julio signing with the Eagles.
I don't know. Julio was pretty washed.
I don't know. He was still all right.
He was with the
he was
Buccaneers. Wasn't getting
Hopkins
anything.
was probably better than him, like, at the time. But I think it's still kind of like the same thing, like these superstars that, like, just go into these different teams and everything. But one has aspirations of going to get a Super Bowl, and the other one's like, okay, I'm going to go sign the bag.
Yeah.
There's two different types of deals going on.
There's nothing wrong with that. And it's also, like, there could have just been a world where, like, these teams just thought of DeAndre Hopkins as, like, a negative asset. Like, at the time, like, the Chiefs didn't think that this shit was going to happen. If the Chiefs went back in time, DeAndre Hopkins would be on the team. Like, it just would happen.
100%.
And, like, but he's also to the point where, like, I see a lot of receivers that just bounce around, like...
He's getting there.
That he's just gonna want his bag, and he got it with the Titans. And, like, who says that he doesn't get moved at the draft or some point in time to just go to a contender that actually needs him?
How long was the contract?
So it popped up. Google does this thing where it, like, shows you, like, the wrong thing first. I've noticed.
Oh, okay.
So he signed 2 years, $60 million with the Cardinals, and that's why I made the face. But his deal with the Titans is actually pretty good. 2 years, $26 million, and then they extended it out to where he could stay through 2027, making only, like, $1 million a year.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he'd be 35 at that point. And then he's making $8 million next year. I guess, actually, with everything included, he would make $17 million with, like, incentives and, like, roster bonuses and all that. But after that, it's like $5 million and then, like, $2 million and $2 million, which...
It's just weird. Like, he left the Cardinals, and my impression was he wanted to win. And then he went to the Titans, and that's where it threw me off. And I was like, okay, so the Titans
it was a trade, though, right? I don't think it was...
No, they signed him.
Oh, it was a free agency.
He get cut.
He got cut.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so confused. And now the Titans are going into a rebuild, and that's why I'm like... And maybe the Titans don't think they're going into a rebuild, but you fire the fucking staff.
You never think you're going
Derrick
into
Henry's
a
out the door.
Derrick Henry's out. Like, you're going with Will Levis now. That, like...
I will say the whole Cardinals point, like, you gotta think that was the end of, like, the Cliff Kingsbury era.
Yeah.
So him getting cut wasn't too big of a surprise, and then Kyler gets hurt, and then you're like, I have no quarterback. So, and my coach is gone. So, like, fuck. Like, I might as well just go somewhere else.
Fuck.
There's no way the Titans were the best offer. Like, that's why that's why at the beginning of the year I was so just like.
I could also see, like, one of these contending
could've
teams giving
convinced
him a
him.
bullshit contract that's really not worth his
Yeah, I
time.
could see
Tennessee
that.
or Casey offered him like a $2 million a year contract.
Like,
Like,
oh.
all right.
Yeah.
But the Titans, though, that could be a kind of a fun job because they're going to have cap space. Will Levis is a very promising young quarterback. I'm not saying he's like elite, like he's up there. He's no CJ Stroud, but
Give him
like
some time.
Yeah, he's got a big arm. You know, he got the intangibles.
I mean, they got the 7th pick.
They got the 7th pick, so you can do a lot with that. You could trade back and build, or you could take someone like Malik
I think they'll
Neighbors.
take a Malik Neighbors low key.
Yeah,
The
or,
downfall all started ever since they got rid of AJ Brown.
yeah.
They traded AJ Brown just the
Him
downfall
and Kevin
started.
Byard,
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
the Eagles' development team. Mm-hmm. Now look at them. Eagles are falling apart too.
I'm excited for, like, out of all the teams that need a head coaching job and are kind of, like, in the nowhere realm right now, like, the Titans, like, they have, like, an exciting young team, like, still around Levis before this draft, and they can still even add on top of that with this draft.
Yeah, I would say if like we're ranking like top 3 jobs, it's Chargers and then Falcons and then Titans for me.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, who else we're talking? We're talking Raiders,
I think I would
Patriots.
go Chargers,
That's dead
Seahawks, and
Seahawks. I don't.
Titans. Falcons need a fucking quarterback. Until I see them get a quarterback, I'm not saying that
But
it's a willing job.
They got some real fun weapons on offense and defense. It's not great, but
No, they were pretty.
they were
alright. They were
alright.
decent.
I'm
They were
going
top half of the league.
Seahawks over Chargers.
I think the Chargers are with Herbert. Like that's like
You would take the Seahawks over Chargers, Nick?
I would.
That's
Really?
that's
There's
fucking
just something
crazy.
about the Chargers that just
Something
comes my
about
way.
them. Just something
they've
about
they've
them.
always been a coach
Something about
away.
him.
No, it's
Like, they got a
Staley's
whole
fault,
bunch of
bro.
names to do a whole bunch of nothing.
It's Staley's fault, bro. He's throwing their season.
Yeah, I
They're
guess
kind
that's
of-
fair.
Is it-
Herbert is the
is it-
most
It is.
hypothetical quarterback in the
I mean, they'd be
league.
getting hurt a lot. I don't know.
Okay, it's the trainer's fault. Damn, I don't know.
They're kind of the
That's
same
fire train,
team.
too.
They're kind of the same team. Like Herbert, Geno Smith's obviously not Justin Herbert, but an offense that has weapons, has a decent little run game, has pieces on defense, even though the defenses aren't great. They were kind of both the same situation. It's just you're downgrading from Herbert to Geno. But at some point, I feel like the Seahawks have a way better culture. Like, I've been hearing ties with Dan Quinn about the Seahawks, of him getting another head coaching opportunity.
I could see that, especially if Pete Carroll's staying on as some sort of advisor or GM or some sort of executive. Like, yeah, he wouldn't bring back his guys.
Pete Carroll would be a great GM for them.
Oh, for sure.
But, I mean, the best... Yeah, I would go Chargers just because you have the best quarterback out of all the coaches that... teams that need a coach.
Mhm.
And then I would go Seahawks because the Seahawks are really, like, one right defensive move away from, like, being real
Which
in the
being
NFC.
healthy. If Jamal
Yeah.
Adams could fucking stay healthy,
They're gonna
they would
release
be
him.
okay. I know.
And
but
then I would... It's either... I would say the Titans or the Raiders just because you have already weapons there. And then...
I mean, the Raiders only have one weapon, though. I mean, Devontae Adams is arguably the best wide receiver in the league, so it's a pretty good weapon to have. But outside of him, I mean, Josh Jacobs is a question mark. He might not even be back next year. I mean, Jacoby Myers was...
he was hooping this year.
He's
He did all right.
with the... Yeah, but he's...
Jimmy Garoppolo
He's
didn't
big.
have another button on his controller when it was Jacoby Myers out there.
No, that's what I'm
Only
saying.
Jacoby
It was
Myers.
just Jacoby
Right.
Myers.
He
so-
acted like he didn't have Devontae Adams in the slot.
Hell no.
Like,
Hell no.
every ball went to Jacoby Myers.
I don't know. I think the Falcons are a lot of fun. I loved Kyle Pitts coming out of college. I thought the Patriots were going to try and snag him. Bijan Robinson, I mean...
Dog.
He
Drake London.
got criminally misused and still finished with like 1,200 total yards on the year. So imagine with like an actual coach who... I don't get why Arthur Smith was so opposed to Bijan Robinson.
To any of his weapons.
To any of his
He was
weapons?
allergic to using his first round picks.
He got fined for
God.
not putting him on the injury report.
Right.
What?
So
Oh, when he sat that one
Yeah.
game because he was sick and they didn't say anything?
can Bijan Robinson win comeback player of the year next year just because he had to overcome his coach hating him?
God.
Because
I would
That's the
say
storyline.
my offseason's already complete.
It's going to be Aaron Rodgers, you know.
My whole thing was getting Arthur Smith the fuck out of Atlanta. That
Yeah.
was so bad. With those weapons, like you...
It hit midnight and they fired his ass.
Excuse me.
No, I was so
after he
funny.
was, after he was
So
butthurt.
quick.
After he was butthurt about the whole Jameis
Good,
thing.
bro. Fire
yeah.
So funny,
That-
bro.
it's the
Dude.
pros, man. Get over it.
What
Guys
y'all-
wanna
what y'all
score.
take
You got
on
money on the
that?
line.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all got
You love
rocked.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I
It's-
love it.
I mean,
I
first
understand
off-
where people are coming from because they're like, you can't do it out of the victory formation. However,
something like the 1 yard line.
If they were like, if Jameis was to like say, all right, let's get out of this victory formation. Fuck what the coach says. Dennis Allen is just gonna call a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
this is a
Jameis
rivalry
is just
too.
like, that's what I mean. Like, it's a rivalry. Like, if the Bears get that against the Packers, I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
We're lit. Like, we're lit, bro. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, Jamal Williams had fucking 17 touchdowns last season, and he had none.
Yes.
None. Because he's been hurt. He's not playing.
He's been hurt.
Like,
But even then, you'd still
prior
expect
to
him to get a
that,
couple.
he needed one. So he said there was like a team agreement. They said, hey, we're gonna go get you one last game of the season. Yes, it happened to be a blowout, but like, don't get blown out.
Right. This
Don't
is the
get blown
pros.
out.
Hey, that was a
he got
stout
the
first
interception at the 1 fucking yard line.
Yeah, don't
man.
suck.
Yeah, so
Stop
so
sucking.
if, like the interception was a touchdown, is it still disrespectful?
Right.
That's what
I
I
did
mean.
see
Like,
that.
he
I saw that.
runs it back. Are you still bitching? Like,
Shannon Sharp was making it seem like the head coach just lost his locker
Yeah, he's
room.
like,
Jameis should be cut.
God,
Jameis should be
no.
fired
Shannon Sharp
tomorrow.
was tweaking.
And like
yo.
obviously Shannon Sharp is a former player, Hall of
Yeah.
Famer, but like it's not that deep. I'm sorry, it's
No.
just not
It's
that
not.
deep.
It's just
It's really not that deep. Like even if that doesn't happen, Arthur Smith still loses his job.
Yes, he was
The
getting
game
fired no matter
didn't matter at that point.
He was just wanting something to be mad at.
yes.
He was like, "Fuck you, Andrew." He went up to the head coach and everything else.
It does sound like I understand that, but
I understand.
And it's just like the
Well, it's just funny because Jameis Winston doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So,
No.
like,
No, he did not care.
the,
doesn't give a
the
fuck.
interview's like team decision.
Team decision.
we can't do
we
nothing about
voted on it as a
we
team.
voted on it as a team.
Gotta get his, bro.
Voted in the huddle. All right, hands up. We score right here.
I think if they were to cut Jameis Winston, I think you might as well just throw away the Saints organization for like the next 10 years.
You got to move him to Utah.
That's
or
what
something.
would make the head coach lose his
Oh
locker
my
room
god,
Right.
if
bro.
he got cut. But before we get into playoff predictions, we always talk about it because a week-to-week thing now. Is it over? Is Fields the era? Is it officially over?
100%.
Because we were talking
It's
about it
gotta
going
be.
into next week.
I think it is, sadly. That's my guy, for real. Like, Mitch was my guy. Now, then Fields was my guy. Now Caleb Williams will be my guy.
It's a good guy to
So,
have.
I mean, it's not even like it's his fault and it's our fault. Like, it just doesn't work. You came into a rebuilding organization with nothing your first 2 seasons, basically. Our defense was fucking last year. Our defense still wasn't even that good this year.
Stout towards the end of the year. though.
End of the year, we turned it up. Offense turned it up at the end of the year as well. DJ Moore had a career year. Like, I mean,
It's almost crazy. I mean, you guys fire your OC. So.
yeah, we fired our OC. We're trying to interview Seahawks OC now.
Really?
So I think we're gonna end up bringing him in. He runs like the Rams playbook,
Run heavy
basically.
guy.
And yeah, I mean, sorry Fields, man. This is it. I don't think they want to take a chance to pass up on greatness. I mean, it's not like it's kind of like Bryce Young's like, okay, he turns out to be not really good, but like he was the definitive number 1 pick. He won the fucking Heisman. He was gonna get picked number 1. You just pick him. Like, you don't try to overanalyze it and take these other quarterbacks. So I hope they don't overanalyze it and they're like, oh, like we're not gonna take Caleb Williams. Actually, we're gonna keep Fields. No, we have to go get him.
I understand that they're just mock drafts and no one really knows what's going on inside the Bears facility, but I have seen a couple that have Drake May going number 1.
Oh my
Drake
god.
May doesn't make any sense.
No.
I don't get it personally.
I don't
It's
think
Caleb
we're that
Williams all
dumb.
the way, but
I don't think we're that dumb.
That would be the only way
we
y'all
wouldn't
fuck the
draft Drake
situation
May.
up.
We would end up trading the pick if anything. I think Ryan Poles knows that. Like, it's either Caleb Williams or Fields. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
And I think if we trade Fields, it's going to be a draft day thing. I think someone's going to come up and get him, and we're going to make a pick with someone, or we're going to get a 2nd-round pick for Fields from like the Falcons or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think his play style doesn't mesh well. He's getting injured a little too much. Yeah, he's making these big plays, but it kind of hurts your team when you're out for 5 games throughout the season.
or
And
you trade back to number 3 and you get Justin Fields and Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's if they want to keep Justin Fields. If you want to keep now the other side of the coin, we keep Justin Fields. We're going to trade back, probably with you guys or the Commanders or something. We're going to get an ass load in draft capital, and we're probably going to get a player or something, and then we probably get fucking Maserati Marvin.
You already fleeced the Commanders once for
Yeah,
Montez Sweat.
him and DJ
Yeah, but they have
Moore.
nothing left.
They have nothing.
The only thing we can get is like Terry McLaurin, and like we're already drafting Marvin.
don't need
So like,
him.
what's the point?
DJ Moore number 1. Fuck
Like,
that shit.
there's nothing we can take from them. There's nothing we can even take from you guys.
No, we got some decent
that we
picks.
actively need.
Oh.
Like, other than picks, like player wise. Like, I guess maybe we take Matthew Judon. Like, he's coming off an injury. I wouldn't hate that
Ooh.
because we need another rusher. But he makes an ass load of money.
He
Oh,
does.
Even then, you guys have the fucking 9th pick. You guys can just go get
Yeah,
that. So,
I think we're gonna use if we take Caleb Williams, we're gonna for sure take a receiver at that 8 or 9th pick. The 9th pick, Neighbors or Adunze, one of those guys, or we're gonna take some lineman help because we really need it, or we'll go fucking edge help.
I think that O-line really needs addressing. And
Yes.
if you're gonna invest in a guy like Caleb Williams,
They were doing fine. Like they were doing really good throughout the middle half of the season. He was having time and everything, and then that Packers game, he just fucking got destroyed.
Holy shit, that
they
was
had a really good
insane.
game plan against Fields. Like he wasn't able to actually leave the pocket. Like he was moving around in the pocket, but he couldn't get out because they always had a guy ready for him. So I think I don't know. I like Fields and everything. I have a jersey and everything, but it's just let's move on, man. We already declined his 5th year. Let's go.
The mock has you guys drafting Adunze, but
That'd be awesome.
You guys also like this would be the 9th pick is in the realm of like Joe Alt.
Joe Alt, sure.
So like if you guys want, you guys are very.
he won't be there at 9.
Someone will fucking take him.
The mock
top 5 pick.
has Joe Alt going to the Jets at 10. Which,
Really?
Which they
makes
fucking,
a lot of
they
sense.
fucking need him.
They definitely do, but I thought Joe Alt would be gone before that. He's like a blue chip kind of prospect.
The Tankathon mock draft. I mean, just we're not talking going in depth, but it has the Vikings getting Michael Penix right now.
Jesus.
Oh. Uh-huh.
It's better than JJ McCarthy.
Steelers better take Cooper to Gene, bro. We bet when we get booted, we better take Cooper to Gene. That's all I gotta say.
I love that personally. But
Me too.
I mean,
he's gonna be a dog.
I want to see him end up at Denver with his other white safety, Riley Moss.
Oh god.
You know,
God, Cooper and Pat Surtain as a 1 and 2 would be kind of gross.
it would be.
But we can kind of go into playoff predictions. Wild card weekend is this weekend. Interesting matchups because the Bills did beat the Dolphins, which I kind of thought was going to happen. Very good game though.
The script is
Don't know why we're going to Chase Claypool with Tyreek Hill out the game on 3rd and 12.
I understand.
Like Chase Claypool wasn't even fucking close to the ball when he threw it right to the defender to end the game. And it was a stinky first half because it was just interception, turnover, interception in the whole first half. But Josh Allen comes up with a big clutch running play to go get a first down, and then the Dolphins were just out of it. But this is what I kind of talked about a couple weeks ago. It was if you don't have Waddle, you don't really have anybody else.
Well, they didn't have Waddle and Mostert, so both of them were out.
But Waddle, you just all right, find somebody outside of Tyreek Hill that can beat us. We'll let Tyreek Hill get the short shit that's in front of us, but we're not going to give him the big play. Buffalo did a great job of that. But we can start out there because the Saturday games have Browns-Texans.
That'll be a good game.
I mean, like I was saying, the script. Whoever wrote the script, did it right because you got Joe Flacco coming home, or no, that's next round. You got Joe Flacco
coming home to the Texans.
Well, I have him winning, so that's what I was looking at. But Joe, and then you got the return of Tyreek Hill, Kansas City,
McCarthy in Green Bay,
in Green Bay. You got Stafford going back to his kingdom in Ford Field.
I'm gonna be getting goosebumps for that promo package.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire.
I heard the Lions did a thing where they banned Stafford jerseys.
Yeah,
I don't think
can't wear a Stafford jersey.
I think that's just a fan thing. I don't think they actually.
That could be a fan thing, but why? What?
Yeah.
He literally it's not like you guys left on bad terms or anything.
Built that, yeah.
He built this city.
If anything, at this point in time, it's a win-win. The Rams did what they wanted to do. You're doing what you wanted to do now.
Yeah, win-win for sure. But
I'm pretty sure he still has a charity there.
Oh, for sure.
Probably, yeah.
He lived there for 12 years or whatever.
But we can start out Browns Texans. You just say you have the Browns.
I do have the Browns winning. I love CJ Stroud, and the Texans have a fun rebuild going, but the Browns have a very good defense. Myles Garrett is going to make CJ Stroud's life hell, and Joe Flacco has that experience. So it's going to be close. It's going to be a good game, but I got the Browns.
This is the matchup I didn't want to see happen because I want to see both these teams win.
Yeah,
honestly, yeah.
So I hated the fact that this matchup happened.
Why couldn't one of these teams play the Steelers? No offense.
Why can't the Texans just beat up on the Steelers and go to the divisional?
Right.
Damn.
Steelers just happy to be there. Come on now.
I don't even want. I'm not even happy.
I would even want the Texans to go play the Chiefs or something because I wanted to see Joe Flacco do this little playoff run type beat, but I have to go the Browns. I just think they have a little too much on defense for the Texans, who are kind of a little lacking at receiver right now. And offensively, I think they're just going to be a little tough to move the ball against the Browns.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Browns.
Yeah. I'm in the
As
same
much as
boat.
I would love to see, much as I would love to see C.J. Stroud, hoop. I just think that Browns defense might be a little too much, and it's not like you have a backup quarterback in Joe Flacco. Like Joe Flacco's been in this situation before, so he's gonna look to take care of the ball. He's gonna let that bitch fly though, because he doesn't care. But I think they're gonna do a good job of taking care of the ball.
But I mean, Nick, with the counterpoint though.
You say he's taking care of the ball. I think I'm correct when I say he has the most interceptions since he started playing.
Who, Flacco?
So I'm not confident.
He's letting it rip.
Fuck it.
He is letting that bitch sing.
I know he's gonna let it rip.
He is letting that bitch sing. I love it.
Keep the ball.
Look,
But in the
you take
playoffs,
away
you can't
Nico
make those
Collins,
mistakes.
though. You take away Nico Collins, his next best option is Dalton Schultz, and after that, it's Xavier Hutchinson.
Yeah.
You got Noah Brown, Cowboys legend.
Yeah,
Is he gonna play? He was limited in practice again this week.
Come on.
What happened to Damian Pierce?
He won't play.
Plays like special
Damian
teams.
Pierce.
He's a
he's
kick
the two
returner now.
I just, fuck it. I just think CJ Stroud will do it.
I get it.
I like it.
I respect it.
I think it's gonna be a good game for sure.
I respect it.
These are two fun teams.
But when Amari Cooper goes for 350 and 20 catches, don't say anything to me, man.
Because he already did 260, 2 touchdowns.
God damn it.
All right, what's the next game, Corey?
Chiefs Dolphins.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs. It's gonna be like what, -3, something like
Yeah,
that.
it's
Is that
gonna
like
be
dangerous?
fucking
Dangerous
cold,
temperatures.
bro.
The Dolphins are in
Dangerous.
like
It said like wind chill like -30.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a
I'll take the
crazy
Chiefs.
downward spiral right now. Tyreek Hill's hamstring is just gonna freeze. The second they send him in motion.
Is Jalen Waddle going to play?
Jalen Waddle, yeah, don't even know.
Like,
fucking
that
better.
team is so beat up right now. I
Even
can't
defensively,
take
they had
the...
like 4 people get hurt in
Yeah,
that Bills game
I know.
alone.
I can't take the Dolphins in confidence right now.
I mean, and
Dolphins like the Steelers for real, man.
the Chiefs' number one receiving threat is Travis Kelce, and the Dolphins, it's they have Ramsey, but he's not going to guard Travis Kelce.
No, and they're missing both their middle linebackers, so their starting linebacker right now is Jerome Baker.
There's a
Right.
yes, there's
So
a
you-
lot of injuries.
So you got Ramsey.
And last week was his first week
fucking old is
starting.
Jerome
You got
They
Ramsey
wanted-
guarding Kadarius Toney. Like that's like you're not even going to throw it to Kadarius Toney anyway. So like that's don't even matter.
Pacheco might eat this game too.
Oh, he
Yeah.
runs. Oh, he's gonna.
gonna run
That's
so
gonna hurt
angry.
so hard to hit
It's
him.
gonna
It's gonna
stop.
hurt
It's
so
gonna-
much to
Yeah.
hit
It's
him
gonna
when
be
it's
ice.
that -30 and he runs so hard.
I
bro.
think
Yeah.
the game is going to end up being close because of the weather and everything else like that. But I could just see like
it might end 10-3. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like-
With how bad the weather they're saying it's going to be, I don't know really who. It's really up for grabs, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs just because they're at home and they've been in a cold-ass game like this before.
Arrowhead's just different
Yeah.
too. Like it's just so
And
different.
Dolphins are bad on the road.
Yeah.
Terrible on the road. So yeah, I got
Tua ain't used to the cold. I don't even know.
I don't
Wasn't
know.
he from Cali? From high school?
Oh,
then he
I
went to
don't know.
Bama.
Yeah,
And then he
had
went
no
to
cold.
Miami. Like he
Yeah,
ain't in the
had no
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
He ain't in the cold.
And then another bad weather game. We can just stay in the whole AFC and then go to the NFC.
Nick, who'd you have?
He had Texans.
No, in the
No, in this game.
Chiefs.
Oh,
I had the Chiefs.
You the Chiefs. Okay.
We all have the Chiefs.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Steelers and Bills.
Bills.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't even talk about
Like
it.
I said,
we don't
Yeah,
have to talk
is
about it.
Watson not playing, is he? No.
No.
Nope. Neither's
no,
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Neither Mink. No.
Yeah, I'll take the Bills.
For some reason, Bills want to win this bitch 13-2, 13-3.
it's supposed to be cold as well.
It's gonna be weird.
13-3.
It'll be
This is-
weird.
Yes.
That 10
no,
point
no.
spread we might push.
No.
yeah.
Oh, y'all can cover the 10 for sure.
Uh-huh.
Y'all won't win this.
Steelers
No.
are just happy to be there,
See,
man.
this is a close.
we're not
This
happy.
is a close game at half, and then you just get a Stephon Diggs fucking
Like
deep
70-yard
ball.
touchdown.
Yeah, like,
Me.
Cool. Cool.
Thank you, Levi Wallace, for getting killed. Thank you.
So
Nice.
for
Fuck.
this, it would be Browns and Ravens in the
Yeah.
second round for me.
Yeah, Ravens for
see,
sure.
this is what I was talking about.
Divisional matchup. Ravens, though. Fuck that shit.
Ravens
Joe
for sure.
Flacco coming back into the place that he built.
No, stop.
It's always
Ravens
the
fans
meme.
lose.
It's always the meme. We love Lamar Jackson, but there's something about Flacco.
Something about Flacco.
Something
Something about Flacco when he threw
You
that
just
ball.
feel safe.
He's just so quarterbacky, you know.
Uh-huh.
Nah.
Was he elite? You just don't know.
I mean, he throws a pretty spiral though.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Yeah,
They're
Ravens.
just dominant both sides of the ball. Browns, you know, the magic has to end at some point,
It's
right?
my MVP right there. So
It's
Lamar
gonna
Jackson.
be fucking crazy in Baltimore.
Valid. Very valid.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens as well. They might just. I think they have. I like the matchup defensively for the Browns. I think this is like
Same.
the only defense that can maybe do something with like Lamar getting out of the pocket and everything else like that. But that Ravens offense is fucking clicking right now.
Yeah, they're humming.
Like, everything is working on offense. And
Even with Mark Andrews out, likely's taken over. He's been good. And no one knows Joe Flacco better than John Harbaugh.
No, literally.
So
Zay Flowers is...
He's going to be a stud, bro. He's going to be such a stud.
Is a top tier.
I'm so excited to watch him.
Until you need him to get more than 2 points in fantasy to move on.
Damn
He gets 1.7. You kidding me?
Damn right. The 1 week he had a stinker, and it's that week.
But
Are we all
picking the Ravens?
And then I got Ravens, Texans, and man.
Oh.
No way.
No, stop.
I'm going to take the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens.
Okay. You know CJ Stroud is not going out and hooping on that defense, bro.
This dude want to be different so bad.
You know he's not doing that.
I'll take the Ravens.
God.
That defense would give... Oh, my God.
Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith.
Whoa.
Jesus. Oh, my God. That linebacking core is so scary.
CJ Stroud looking at his receivers. Noah Brown in the slot.
No Brown.
Maserati Marv, where are you?
Man.
Yeah.
But...
No Brown's head off his fucking shoulders because Patrick Queen killed him. Me. All right.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Then we all... What's the score of that game?
105-52.
That's the Portland game.
That's not even the Celtics Bucks game.
53 right now.
Yeah.
Josh Giddey has a triple-double already.
53, bro. And hey, but Portland don't give up, man. Their starters are in, bro. Don't ever give up.
Yeah, except for DeAndre Ayton.
Shea has played 20 minutes. He has 31 points.
What the fuck?
All right.
Now we all have Chiefs and Dolphins.
Bills.
Chiefs-Bills.
I mean, Chiefs and Bills.
Another rematch. Damn.
And this, I'm going Bills again.
I think I'm going Bills too.
God, I gotta go with
good
the
game, though.
I think they're riding the hot streak. They're going to go all the way to the AFC Championship at the least.
Mm-hmm.
And would this be Mahomes' first ever away game in the playoffs? And it's in Buffalo, New York, one of the coldest places in the country.
See, I was gonna bring that up, but we can't act like
Kansas City's cold.
Kansas City's cold, but it's not Buffalo.
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring Bengals strolled up in that bitch last year when it was snowing and just wiped that ass last year when it was a snow
Burrow's just
game
like Mahomes' killer, I swear. Like,
Was that in the
Burrow
playoffs?
just does that.
Was that when
Yeah.
what's his face died?
No, that was in the regular season.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, it was a snow game when they played each other.
In Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
And then Bengals just took care of them.
That
Because
makes
everybody thought the narrative going into the game was like, it's snow game, Bills built
Oh, yeah,
for
wasn't
this.
that the
Bengals
blizzard?
is cold too. Like Cincinnati gets cold too.
Yeah.
Like
Cincinnati gets coldest.
But
Burrow
yeah,
just,
I'm
Burrow
going
just
Bills.
does that shit,
I
though.
just-
Like,
I just don't trust that Chiefs offense, man. Especially when the receivers' hands get cold, it's gonna be.
I think they can't catch now?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So yeah, give me the Bills in a heater. I'm talking like a hardwood classic type.
Yeah, that game will be good.
Corey,
I'm taking the Chiefs.
I'm also
Love
taking the Chiefs.
I don't hate that though. I mean, Mahomes he's the best quarterback in the league, unquestionably, especially in the playoffs. He gets it done.
When I go watch Mahomes fight for his fucking life for 60 minutes on that field, fucking diving throws and shit, and nobody's catching the ball, I'll just be like, no, I get it. Like, I get it.
Valid.
Fuck. Did that last year.
It's just tough because if they had like think about the turnovers Josh Allen had in the first half of the game this
That was
past
wicked.
Sunday.
He wanted to throw that game away.
If he has those same mistakes like against the Chiefs, like Patrick Mahomes would just go on a 8 to 10 minute drive after one of those turnovers and like suck the life out of the Bills. But like they're just not They're just not. KC's just not going to make the same mistakes that the Dolphins did to like let the Bills win that game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very good game. I want to say the Bills, but this is just a classic game that the Bills just lose when they probably shouldn't.
And see, that's the thing. They've lost this game so many times. They got to win it once.
You'd think.
I mean,
You'd think.
You'd think, but I think.
Like, they
that
can
the
beat
Bills
them in the
got
regular season all they want, but if you ain't beating the Chiefs in the playoffs, it don't mean nothing.
No. You know what? I'm sticking with my gut. I'm going Bills.
I'm going to go the Chiefs. I think Josh Allen makes one crucial mistake and then...
He makes like 7 crucial
It'll
mistakes.
be early.
What?
It'll be
you
early.
think Josh Allen's going to make a mistake? What?
He never does
I'm
that.
going to go with the Chiefs.
You know, he good for at least a pick or two.
Allen?
The
Yeah.
fumble.
The one
Shit,
where
Mahomes,
Mahomes
might be
will
good
give
for
you
one.
one.
I was
Mahomes
gonna
will
say
give you one.
Mahomes might be good for one
yeah,
now.
because it bounces off
At this
Tony's
point.
hands.
See, it depends on if the interception looked cool, like when he was out the pocket, like going out of bounds and that pick. like we live with those. That was
Yeah.
fire.
Josh Allen has
That was
about 3
fire.
plays every game where you're like, what are you thinking?
The Dolphins game had me shaking my head,
He's going full Shane Gillis.
and they won. I was like, oh, cool.
Danny.
So then I have Ravens Chiefs.
Yeah, I think we all do.
No, you guys don't.
You guys pick the
Oh,
Bills.
Ravens Bills.
Yeah.
Well, we all have the same winner, so it doesn't matter.
I do have the Ravens winning against the Bills.
Me as
I
well.
also do.
I think if the Chiefs played the Ravens in the championship game, I think the Ravens might embarrass them.
This is it for the
Yeah.
Ravens. Like this
I
is
think
it.
they
Yeah,
might-
might fuck them up.
I think they might embarrass them.
This is it for the
If
Ravens.
they play
Like
the
if you
Chiefs,
Yeah.
We're all taking the Ravens.
Because
they're
I
gonna
mean,
kill them.
I think
yeah.
Bills keep it close with the Ravens. I think the Ravens would just mollywop the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be that close of a game.
Patrick Queen and Roquan
I mean,
Smith
you
are
saw
faster
what they did to the
than Travis
49ers,
Kelce.
man. Like, what are they gonna do to
And that
a
was a
Chiefs
healthy
team?
Niners too.
Yeah.
That wasn't even without Debo or Trent Williams. Like Ravens, they're looking borderline. I don't want to say they're a juggernaut because that's pretty much like jinxing them.
the
but
biggest jinx in the
All
fucking world.
all the
They look
questions
good,
and
though,
games
man.
they had to win to like solidify them as a like Super Bowl contender, they did. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
Could Mark Andrews be back for the Super Bowl
Possibly.
I think the Super
or
Bowl.
AFC
Yes.
Championship?
Let me.
Really?
I mean, I don't remember what his injury was, but
ankle.
ankle.
Did he break his ankle?
He
I don't know if
fucked
he
it up.
broke it,
No, he
but
fucked it up though.
he definitely fucked it up. I don't think he broke it though.
He is on pace. He may be a bit ahead of schedule, according to John Harbaugh, but it will take. So they still don't know whether he would be able to return, but he is for sure out of the first 2 rounds, I think.
I can't believe this is the score of the Thunder game.
Yeah, no,
18 to
it's-
50.
I
that's
keep
hurt my
looking at this. I'm like,
feelings, bro.
holy shit! The live spread is
Does
minus
the Blazers
57
not
and a half.
realize that Wemby already got drafted? What are you tanking so hard for? Like,
Tell the Pistons that too.
what? I don't even know. Ron Holland? Anyway,
Caitlin
yeah.
Clark.
NFL pod. My fault.
So
Yeah,
we all
wrong
got
pod,
the
wrong pod.
Ravens
Yeah.
in the Super Bowl from the AFC side. So starting out in the NFC, we can go Packers Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think, but I do have the Cowboys winning.
I don't think it's going to be closer than people think because people already think it's going to be close. You know?
Do they? I've heard people think the Cowboys are going to kill them.
I've seen people saying like, "Oh, Green Bay might actually pull this off."
No,
I don't think so. I have the Cowboys, but people are on the Packers. Maybe it's just because the
They
people I
would need
follow on
Aaron
Twitter.
Jones to have a crazy day if they wanted to like.
They would
really
need
be in
their
the
O
game.
line to hold up. They need their receivers to actually catch the ball
I mean,
and get
Jordan
separation.
Love would
Like-
be the best quarterback in Bears franchise history.
Yes, he would.
So
Yes, he would.
He's legit. He's the real deal. But nah, give me the Cowboys. Will, you're thinking over there. You want to be different so bad, don't
You
you?
want to be so different.
I do. I just hate the Cowboys. But it's
Hey,
the
I gotta
Cowboys.
respect ball. I gotta respect. I gotta respect.
It's
it.
the
You're
Cowboys.
unbiased,
I
bro.
mean, it's the Cowboys. I said it's the Cowboys, bro. But
Oh,
fuck you, dude. Like, I hope you get blown out by 14, bro. Like, fuck. I hope
Blown
Jordan
out.
Loves goes out there and just throws for 450
Fucking
and 4
cheaters,
touchdowns.
dude. You guys think you're
That's
so
what I'm
cool.
saying, bro. Like,
CD and Jair is going to be a
Don't
crazy
overthink that we won
matchup.
16
It's true.
straight at home.
See, I don't think it will be. That's the thing. Like, I think
CD's just
I
going
give
to eat.
the like lean to CD so much. Like, I think they're gonna. If anything, I think they're gonna double CD.
Jair
And
Alexander
they're
did
gonna-
roll
and they're
his
gonna try
ankle
to
in
take him out of the
walkthroughs
game.
today. So
Did
he
he
might
really?
not play, yes.
Of course.
Jair Alexander might not play on.
I think Jair Alexander is a little overrated.
Yeah.
But that is
Now the pack is
a
back.
little overrated.
Pack's like 2
But that's
years
just
away.
me.
I know.
That's just me.
I saw the script though. I got Cowboys winning, but here's how. Like Cowboys go have this wicked 3 and out to start the game, and then Jordan Love gonna go down there and score,
Uh-oh.
and then that.
You're gonna be like, damn, it's an actual game.
Yeah, like
Oh shit.
We're going to be like, it's on.
Dak's like, oh, I actually
like it's gonna be like a dominant Jordan Love.
It'll be
drive
like
down the
when
field.
the Cowboys play the Seahawks and DK took like
six-
75
six-
yards.
yeah, Christian Watson
like-
like 80-yard bomb down the field.
McCarthy's like looking through his Denny's menu that he has as a play call sheet. Like, oh shit,
He's
I
like,
actually
fuck,
got
what do we
a
have to
couple
do?
plays
Hold
out.
on. Shit, it's not just halfback dive the whole game.
damn it.
Fuck.
No, it's I think the Packers can keep it close. They have the personnel to keep it close, especially if Jordan Love doesn't make any mistakes and they keep the ball in the hands of Aaron Jones.
He hasn't made a lot this year.
no.
Jordan Love?
It was only that stretch of games like in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
That defense scares me so much. Like
They suck.
Their defense
Yeah.
is bad, dude. Like they're giving up 30 points to the Panthers, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And the Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneers.
We might
They
score 40.
got killed by the Buccaneers. Like
Oh, man.
they got like I don't know.
Cowboys, they might drop 50.
The Packers have had a whole like up and down season. Like congrats, you made the playoffs, man. But like this is where it ends.
They're
Yeah.
they're the Steelers of the NFC at this. Like they're just happy to be
At
there.
this point, they're just happy to be there.
Next game, Eagles and Bucks.
This one was actually tough for me to decide because, I mean, yeah, the Buccaneers
The
aren't great.
Bucks look like shit these past couple weeks.
But
Like,
so have the Eagles.
but like I trust the Eagles
I
skill
do
players
too.
more than the Bucks skill players.
That's why I ultimately went
But
Philly.
then I checked the Bucks defense more than the Eagles defense, and Baker, if he can just look subpar, like
Baker gonna throw a pick though.
Baker at home in
Throw
Tampa.
three.
he don't even have to look bad. Like he just like mediocre.
Serviceable.
Like, you just have to be
The Thunder are
serviceable.
up 60.
You know,
Yeah, we talked about this already, dude. Get with it.
60 though.
Yeah, I
60.
agree. I said that.
Like 60 though.
But the Bucks defense is just sick. The Bucks defense is always really good on paper. It just depends on how they play. Even when like they were always like, oh, when Tom leaves, like what are they gonna do? Like they still have the same defense.
Yeah.
When Tom was there,
Yeah.
basically the same defense from when they won the Super Bowl. So I mean, within like a few name changes here and there, but I don't know. I think what's the spread on that? Does anybody know?
-3
3?
for the Eagles. Yeah,
Jesus,
I looked at that today and I was like, how? I might throw.
Tampa's gonna be
game.
loud.
It's a
Tampa
trap
Tampa?
game.
Tampa's gonna be loud, bro.
That offense has looked so bad though.
Oh my god, they've looked so bad.
But that
Philly's
Eagles,
defense has too.
that Eagles secondary is so shit.
Yes.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are just going to eat.
You would think.
I think they're just gonna eat.
you would know.
They just need to actually fucking
You would
use
think.
Rashad White.
I mean, they.
Fuck.
Is the Panthers
He was
secondary
decent this
great
year.
or something? They only scored 9 points.
No, the last 3 weeks.
Oh.
He went out. Okay, so in the last 5 weeks, 3 of those 5 weeks, he was eating. He was averaging like 5 yards a carry. He had like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. He was rushing and receiving.
He's a dog.
Was doing very well. The last week, the game was 0-0. He had like going into half. I think he had 4 carries,
Yeah.
and he was averaging. And he wasn't averaging a lot, but that's because I was watching like the score or whatever, and like their field position was terrible. It was just punt after punt after punt. So they were like inside the 5s. He was averaging like 2 yards a carry.
Was that the Titans game or
Who'd they play?
the
Panthers.
Saints?
Panthers,
Oh, it was
yeah.
the
Last week.
And then they come
Titans
out in the second half, and I just watch Rashad White drive them down the field himself.
Yep.
It's like 9-yard run, 6-yard run, 7-yard run. I'm like, this should have been the game plan from the fucking get go.
Yeah, the
And you
Bucks
think
just,
it's fucking Baker. No.
I'm gonna go Eagles just because like I trust the Eagles more than the Bucks.
Same.
But I would not be shocked at all if the Bucks won this game.
I also have to take the Eagles
You
because
just
I
have
don't
to
trust
take
the
Eagles,
fucking coaching
and if
staff
they
of the
lose,
Bucks.
you're just like okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
If you lose, then you saw a Baker
you
Mayfield
knew it.
masterclass.
Yeah, like you knew it.
Fucking
You're like okay.
masterclass.
This one where you're like, oh, the Eagles lost. You're like, I mean
Like the
that
Bucks,
tracks.
they looked like shit. Like, and the Bucks looked like shit though.
Yeah.
Like, Nick Sirianni fired. Fuck. Oh my god.
Bill Belichick, new Eagles head coach. Like, it's
Oh my god,
crazy.
Eagles are releasing everyone. AJ Brown wants out. the ripple effect.
Nah, I'm gonna go.
Jalen Hurts on the trade block? What?
What the fuck?
God, the story that I want to see is Bucks, but it's just always
Bucks,
going to be
49ers.
yes. It'll be Bucks
That'll sell you
Cowboys.
some tickets.
It'll be Bucks Cowboys.
Bucks Cowboys in
Ooh, hold on.
Arlington.
Hold on, the rematch without Tom Brady. No.
Give me. God. I just think the Eagles are just due to just.
They're just gonna win.
It's the Eagles.
like
though,
they're just due to just get a get right.
AJ Brown didn't practice today though, so.
Oh.
And,
I'ma go-
and supposedly Jalen Hurts hasn't thrown a football since he got hurt.
Yeah, you
That's
see
what
his
he said
finger?
because he fucked up his finger.
Yeah.
he like dislocated his finger. He said he hasn't even picked up a football.
They got Mariota though.
So Mariota in
do
the
got
playoffs?
Mariota, though.
Hold on a minute.
Who's the Bucks backup? Kyle Trask.
Oh.
No.
Okay. They can use Fields. Give us Mike Evans now.
No, I'm gonna go Eagles. I think the Eagles edge it out. I do think it's gonna be a good game though.
I think it'll be a good game
Yeah.
too.
Nicholas.
I got the Eagles.
Which is
In
sick.
a shit game.
Which is
In a
like
shit
so
game.
crazy that they're on Monday. They
Yeah,
got
that's a
shoved
shit-
all
that's-
the way. They're like, oh, Eagles got all these injuries. Let's put them on Monday, so they have the most amount of rest. Like, the fuck? The fuck?
Had to be done. They screwed them last year. They got to
And then-
kind of suck them a little bit. Pause.
This game just looking at this game is cinema. Just
Uh-huh.
Sunday night, Rams Lions.
Wow, what a game!
Rams might be a tough 6 seed.
God, I want to say the Rams.
It's
I really
just
do.
the Lions.
am saying the Rams.
The Lions will win this game. Amon-Ra will go for 11 catches and fucking like 100 yards.
10,000 yards.
Yeah, it's like Laporta's on track to play, is what they said. I think their O-line's gonna be stout. Ain't no one getting to him.
Yeah, Penny Sewell, nice.
That running game's gonna be crazy, and I think that line they're gonna know Matthew Stafford be like, you you ain't coming into our house. Like, this might have been your house.
Coming?
This is our house now. Like,
Yeah,
you ain't coming in here and beating us.
Dan Campbell's ready to bite off some
And
kneecaps.
Dan Campbell's ready to get his first playoff win, bro. He's gonna have me lit, bro.
See,
The
this is
night
the game
game,
that Dan Campbell goes for a dumbass fourth down, and it blows the game.
but then he gets
And
it.
then Puka Nakua, though, man. Cooper, Cup,
here-
man. Kyron Williams, man. I mean, the Rams
Here's
are
what
no
happens
joke.
on that 4th and 8
Uh-huh.
for no reason in the third quarter. Yeah, fucking lineman goes outside, drop
Dan
like
Dan Skipper up the seam.
like fucking like. See, I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, this could be a time where like it's close, like it's like 14s, like in the third quarter, and it's just like they go for it on a stupid like 4th and 4, and it gets stuffed up, and it's a run.
Kyron Williams 80-yard
Fake-
touchdown.
Fake
What?
punt.
Like it's gonna be, it's gonna.
80-yard touchdown.
It's really if you trust Goff more or Stafford more. I could see,
Stafford's been here.
yeah,
It's obviously Stafford. But
So has Goff.
I think the
yeah.
Goff is
No, he had one of the best. I mean, he had the team that Stafford took to the Super Bowl.
I know.
And
actually, yeah. This is both.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We're not really talking about Goff playing the Rams. I feel like people are so like
literally.
up
Yeah.
on Stafford playing the Lions, but Goff going up against
he's
McVay
going
again.
against- This team too.
It's
Goff-
because Stafford's going back
Yeah,
to Detroit.
Goff playing
McVay.
McVay.
no
I
one
think you
knows Goff
could-
better than McVay.
Yeah.
I think you could look at a situation where
God, what a
like
game.
we look
that's
we
what I'm
look
saying.
back on this game and be like,
game.
Dan Campbell just simply just got outcoached at certain points in the game.
I mean, yeah.
Well, Dan Campbell doesn't like call the offensive plays, and he doesn't. I think he might help on DC, but I don't know what he does. What do head coaches really do if they have OCs and DCs low key?
Well, some of them
But
do
like,
call.
they
Some
just
of them
put,
actually
I know,
call.
but like,
What does Mike McCarthy do?
like
He
do,
calls.
do you guys
Nobody
have, do you
knows,
guys have an
Yeah, he
OC
does
though?
now, but he used to not.
He is
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
McCarthy is the OC for the Cowboys.
That's
though.
what I mean. Like, so
It's,
he's OC
it's
and head
different.
coach?
It's different for every team though.
is.
Like Andy Reid is the head coach. Is the
DC.
basically the OC
Oh yeah,
for the Chiefs.
Eberflus is our DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Belichick was like
But what if you
DC
have
for
an OC
the
and a
Patriots.
DC? Like, what does the head coach even do? Just make sure the plays are all right.
Dan Campbell
No, he
gets
just there
that
for
team.
morale.
I
He's
guess. Like,
Dan
Let's get
Campbell
out
gets that
there.
motherfuckers ready to go.
oh yeah, he does.
Ready to get that head.
Dan
head
Campbell's
to the
a
wall.
player's coach for real. And
Uh-huh.
that promo that they're gonna do to start the game, and it's gonna be cinema.
I'm going with the- what's the
Lions, It's like
I'm gonna be ready to run
what
through
is
the
the
wall.
spread?
3?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be lower than that, maybe.
Pick
No,
'em?
probably 4. I'm gonna say 4. I
was gonna say
4.5.
3.
I'm gonna say 4.
But not Aaron Donald. He wants that second
Sharp.
ring.
I'm gonna say 4.5.
The Lions, they're not ready for that. I mean,
I'm him.
I don't trust either defense,
I don't either.
so I think it's going to be a shootout.
But I think I trust the Lions
the
defense
Rams.
more.
I go with the Rams here.
I'm gonna
Rams
go
money
Lions.
line.
I'm going Lions.
I think Stafford just goes out there. Puka.
They win the
Cooper.
division. We didn't come this far to lose in the first round.
Like I said, I saw the script. This Lions, the quickest 3 and out into a Matthew Stafford touchdown drive is going to be fucking crazy.
Mhm. Puka Nakua quick slant over the middle for 60 yards. Me. Wow.
I might take his,
should know, I
I might
get it.
take his
Yeah.
under. Yo, you heard me.
With who on him? Cam Sutton?
Yep.
Give me the Rams.
So what happens when they get rid of
there it is.
Give me the Rams.
You're right.
There
Jeff
it
Okuda's
is.
hooping now.
Fucking idiots.
On the Falcons?
I'm on Detroit.
Guino.
I think the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams.
I think the Lions lose in a heartbreaker.
That's what.
I think they
Ball
lose in
nowhere.
an
Who's their
absolute
kicker, Matt Gay?
heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Matt Gay comes in,
This one goes-
61-yard field goal to win it.
I think you can see a Matthew Stafford.
No, maybe not Matt
Cooper
Gay.
Cup over the middle to
I don't
get in
think
field
it's
goal
Matt
range.
I think he's on the Colts.
I think. Yeah, he is on the Colts actually. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, give me the Rams. I think
Brett
Lions lose in a
Yes, it is.
heartbreaker.
Man, which corny ass Lions player is going to sit on the field after they lose?
Jameer Gibbs.
David Montgomery.
Jameer
Is
Gibbs.
it David Montgomery?
Jameson Williams.
Who's
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams.
Nah, this is a sneaky Jameson Williams masterclass, though.
Craig Reynolds.
Imagine.
I'm just saying. Jameson Williams might hoop.
He's chilling on my dynasty bench right now.
Jameson Williams?
Yeah.
You
It's
have
Dan
him?
Campbell.
Yeah. Big coach vacation.
He's a dog.
Sitting on the field.
Dan Campbell might drop to his knees, bro. When they lose it.
He's gonna bite off his own kneecaps.
Dan Campbell crying.
Dan Campbell running back next season.
This is a crazy fucking game.
I can't wait.
That's the game I'm most excited
That's
for.
the real
first
Super
round.
Bowl.
Yeah,
So-
then we get the
Right
next game.
there.
We're just like,
You're like, damn.
So we're gonna get. So we'll go. It's gonna be Rams for me. Rams and Niners.
Yep.
so I'd have Lions and Niners, I think.
No, you have Lions and
you have-
Cowboys.
Lions
Yeah.
and Cowboys.
Yeah.
Rematch.
Yeah. So we'll start out with because then you'd have Eagles and Niners.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because it'd be the seeds. The
Yeah.
seeds would be different.
Rams and Niners. I'm just gonna go with Niners. Could be a close game in division.
Wait, did you have the Bucks then?
No, I have the Eagles.
There's
No,
reseeding.
Eagles.
Oh, but you have the.
I have the Lions.
That's why. My bad.
So Yeah, mine will be Rams and Niners.
Yeah. My bad.
But in division, I think it could be a better game than what people would think going into it.
Oh, that'll be a dogfight.
But Niners having too much time to prepare, I just think it would just be the Niners just taking care of business probably.
I mean, they've already seen the Rams twice.
Even though I want to take the Rams so fucking bad.
Oh, yeah.
I want to take the Rams so bad.
Like, are we going to see the opposite of a masterclass from Brock Purdy? We're going to see him just shit the bed?
You know what? I took an upset last year. I took the Seahawks to beat... I took an upset last year. Didn't hit. Wasn't even close.
No, just got to ride with the overdog.
Give me... Nah, it's the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams.
I'm going the Rams over the Niners.
I'm taking the Rams over the Niners.
Breaking news. So for the weird moon people. So I don't know if you guys knew it, but the moon thing.
Oh,
the Lions are
yeah.
like 0-18 when it's like a full moon or something.
It's like a waning gibbous or something. Yeah.
So the moon was a waxing crescent the last time the Lions won a playoff game. The moon on Sunday will be a waxing crescent.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
That might... Yeah.
Lions money line. -3.
All right, I got the Rams over the Niners.
Yep.
I got the
What?
Rams.
Wait.
I also have the Rams over the Niners. I'm taking the upset again.
What is the set?
Yep.
I'm taking the upset again.
God, you guys are crazy recency
What are
bias
we
on Stafford.
doing?
This is what happened. This is how the
I
What are we
would...
made it
doing?
to the Super Bowl. Years
I
ago.
would feel
It's gonna
comfortable
happen
with
again.
that, but there's what's the stat? It's like the teams who have gone like 2-0, and then when they face the third time, they always lose that third game.
Mm-hmm.
But that last week, the Rams beat the Niners.
Carson Wentz fucking beat
Carson
him.
Wentz came in,
Yeah.
beat us. So I'm going Niners. As much as it pains me to say, I want to see the
So
Rams upset.
I have Niners, Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm the only one with a different bracket here.
that's a gross.
so I'm going to
matchup.
go Niners by 1,000,000.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, I'd have Cowboys and Eagles.
I got Cowboys, Lions.
Ooh, that'll be a shootout.
Ooh, that'll
that'd be
be
a fire
fun,
game.
though.
If that's a
Cowboys,
game. If that's the
Lions.
game, that'd be a fire game.
That would be fun.
We see this
Dallas stomps.
What-
away,
and
right?
we have
And
what
I'm gonna make it.
Cowboys?
I'll make it easy. I'll go first.
The Cowboys won.
Going Cowboys. Cowboys are going to go to the NFC Championship. Finally. They're going to finally be there. Will they win?
No.
We'll figure out next round.
No.
I also have Dallas in my conference finals going again over Philadelphia because Philly is a dumpster fire and
Yeah.
they don't stand a chance.
I think
Wait, did the Cowboys sweep?
No, they did not.
No, they
so we're
split.
good. We're
They
good.
split.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, Nick. Cowboys
Yeah,
lost.
we split.
Yeah.
We lost in Philly.
Oh, you did. I remember watching that game.
I'm gonna go because mine is Cowboys Eagles as well. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys and over the Eagles in my divisional. Cowboys dominant victory at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked
I
about
also have the Cowboys.
the
Over the Eagles.
yeah. I mean,
Like Kristaps, you fucking bitch. You fucking
what was
bitch.
it? The Eagles secondary's just been burnt toast these past few weeks, and like CeeDee Lamb is on a tear. So
That's gonna be CD Lamb, like 12 catches for like
150.
200
Yeah.
yards.
150 and 2
Do
tutties.
the Eagles have the worst defense in the playoffs?
Yes.
Wow, that was an
They probably have the worst
unequivocal
defense
yes.
in the league. No, the Jets do.
In the
No,
league?
Jets are the
Or
best
Jets, are
defense.
the Jets are the worst offense. My fault.
So say, yeah.
No, hold on a second. The Steelers probably have the worst defense in all of this thing.
With TJ Watt hurt,
Without
yes.
TJ
Okay,
no
well,
Mika.
yeah, I guess without the
But like,
But you add those guys.
Type shit.
but the Eagles
It's
are
Philly.
healthy and they suck. So like, I think I pushed them below. I have to. They're healthy and they suck.
Type
so
shit.
like,
Type shit.
So
bums. Get the
Stand on
fuck out.
business type shit.
So for me, that is San Francisco versus Dallas,
That's where I'm at.
an all-time matchup, NFL history here.
So, 49ers by 40 again.
Yeah, give me the Niners by 40
40 again? Fuck.
Again?
again.
Again.
Come on.
Oh,
I mean-
I'm sorry.
I'm also in the 49ers by 40 realm.
Yeah.
Like fuck.
I have Rams Cowboys.
Oh shit.
I have
Ooh,
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Cowboys
me too.
49ers.
I like that. That'd be a fun game. Who you got, Corey?
I got the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl.
Here we go, dude. The bias is crazy.
Wait a yeah.
No way you're taking the Rams.
Matt, you took the Rams over the fucking Niners, and you're
Do
taking
it.
you can't take them over the Cowboys.
Say it
No,
live
that's a
on
national
air,
game.
Come on.
and then upload it to Spotify
Come on,
with
stupid.
your whole
This,
chest.
this is America's quarterback though.
No, stop.
Time.
No,
It's time.
no, no.
It's time. I said
The world isn't
preseason.
ready.
I'm a bigger dad guy than people
so
think.
you have Cowboys Rams.
Yeah.
I got Cowboys 49ers. Hey, let's do it.
No.
It will be the Ravens versus the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Versus the 49ers in the Super Bowl. And the Ravens are going to win that bitch.
God, what did I do here?
Take the Rams.
That's what happened.
Do
You take the
it.
Rams against the 49ers.
Matthew Stafford is back to the Super Bowl again.
Yep.
I would love that.
Jalen Brunson pass the ball, please.
It was always
it's
Puka Nakua, Super Bowl MVP.
Give me
That'd be crazy.
God. I might go pick the Cowboys to go to Super Bowl.
You should.
But you're gonna pick the 6-seeder Rams.
Here's the thing: if this matchup were to happen in the championship game,
We're dead.
Cowboys fuck around and lose this bitch. Like,
Probably. Aaron Donald makes their life hell. They can't get the running game established. Dak,
They're just 13.
I mean, I don't know much about the Rams secondary, but I feel like it's solid, right? Like it's not. No,
The
it's
Rams?
not.
They're depleted.
Depleted.
They're not like they used to be.
Their
We'll do
top
that.
guy is
traded-
like Darius Williams. That's their cornerback.
That's the
one.
most generic ass
That's
name.
CB1. He might not even be there anymore. He might have left actually
He
after
might have.
Jalen. I don't remember.
So I
Let me
mean,
go look.
I'm gonna go. So my Super Bowl is gonna be Ravens and Cowboys.
you did it.
And then I
America's
have
teams.
That's mine as well.
And then I have the Ravens absolutely stomping
Mm-hmm.
Dallas.
I think
in
we
the
all
Super
just have the
Bowl.
Ravens winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick,
So I have the Ravens versus the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop this. Don't do it.
do it.
Don't do it.
And unbiasedly,
Mm.
I gotta take the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Ah,
I was like, don't
Oh,
do it.
no.
bro.
I was gonna say,
Don't
your
do it.
bias is showing a little.
Don't do it.
So we all have the Ravens. So watch them get stomped.
watch them
in
lose in the
divisional
first
round.
fucking round,
Yeah.
second round.
No.
The Texans or something.
Yeah. that-
So when the Steelers upset the
Browns.
Bills and it's Steelers Ravens and the Steelers win because we just have the Ravens.
no,
the Steelers
no,
just
they won't
beat the
because the
AFC North.
Steelers beat them twice in the regular season.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
True.
But we
So-
didn't beat Lamar twice though. We only beat him once.
beat Tyler-
Does that
that's-
count?
You beat Tyler
I still
Huntley
count
once.
I don't
Yeah.
think that can count.
Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley.
True.
Hey, he beats us normally.
This is true.
We have a worse record against Tyler Huntley than we do Lamar.
Pro Bowler Mac Jones.
Yeah, well, we don't need to bring him up. He's never seen a Super Bowl.
God, the Ravens really gonna get booted, huh?
Yeah,
We fucked up.
I mean, yeah.
Hold on, I got us.
Joe Flacco's gonna eliminate his team.
No, Nick, you have to say the Cowboys just to fucking. you have to say the Cowboys just to be different, bro.
No, the Ravens are winning.
Oh,
the
we're
Super
so
Bowl.
dead.
The Ravens have won.
But my Lamar MVP ticket.
Yeah, I'll say I forgot you have that.
When did you place that?
Beginning
Is
of
that
the
a feature?
year.
Let's go. Ball
Plus
north.
1,600.
Hey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How much you put on it?
I went through 10 because my units weren't 25
yeah.
yet. Me. Oh.
160 bucks, so if he
I'll
gets
take
it.
160 if he gets it. He's
Yeah.
like minus 550
If
to win
I think
it.
he's a
Good.
lock at this point, right?
Yeah.
Because Purdy kind of shit the bed the past few weeks.
Imagine being that guy who bought that Purdy MVP ticket. Oh my god. I'd be in hell right now.
Yeah. It's Purdy too.
Having to explain
I'm
that.
cashing that bitch out.
I would say, I think he's 2.
I'm cashing
It's
that
either
bitch
him or
out.
Dak.
Yeah. I'd cash that shit out.
Just collect, yeah.
You're
you
definitely
can.
getting money
It's
still.
Dak.
It's
And
not
then-
Dak.
The Lamar Jackson Super Bowl MVP, though, that's
It's
going to
Dak
hit
when I last
different.
checked.
No, Isaiah Likely MVP.
Is it likely
Out
Super
of
Bowl
nowhere.
MVP?
Out of nowhere.
Patrick Queen?
When was the last time a defensive player won the Super Bowl
Been a
MVP?
minute.
Malcolm Smith,
Really?
Seahawks.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow. That was a good pull.
No, it was a good pull.
I know ball.
Right.
But we guys want to wrap it up
Should have
there.
been Marshall
Seems like a
Lynch.
good spot.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Barrel Talk podcast. Hope to see you tune in the future episode.